Hi guys, this is the week one recap and then the week two intro. In this video, I'm just going to briefly talk about how week one went with my new meal plan, and then I'm going to show you all the clips of prepping my food for, sorry, for week two. Week one, how did it go? Well, I lost 5 pounds, which is great. 5 pounds. Thank you. Thank you. I'm pleased with that. And the food part went very well. I would say that I didn't prep quite enough food. When you see a big batch of food, like a bag of spinach or some cups of rice or whatever, like it looks like so much food. But then once you've portioned it out for 7 days, it's not enough. So I ended up successfully prepping for 4 days of food on Sunday. Excuse me. And then I actually sort of did the same thing this week because it kind of worked out. So last week I had two prior engagements for meal times. So that meant that there were two less meals that I needed for during like the work week. And then on the weekend, my plan was to sort of stay on the meal plan, stay on all my rules, count my calories, count my sodium, all that. But then also play it by ear a little bit because the weekends are the only time that Joel and I have meals together. So I kind of like to leave it a little bit open. If he wants to go out, if he wants something special, then I can make it for him. So the two meals that I ate out, the planned meals that I ate out, one was we went to a Thai place for lunch. That was super easy. I got rice noodles, excuse me, cold rice noodles with vegetables and tofu, and that was great. It followed all the rules, and I didn't put soy sauce on it, so all good. And then the second one was pizza. So I did eat like a white bread crust, white flour crust, but I ate half of a 12-inch pizza. And normally I would eat the whole thing too, so that's pretty good. And on top of the pizza was no sauce and no cheese. Just, can you hear the dog tapping? Lay down, dog. We'll wait. No. So, yeah, on top of the pizza was just mushrooms and onions and some fresh herbs. So it was delicious, but easy to stay in the calories. I have a sneeze coming. I wish it would. All right, so that was the two planned meals, and then one unplanned meal was on the weekend. Friday night, actually. And I did not have something already planned out, so I was just going to eat, something similar to what I planned out. And then Joel wanted to get takeout, so we got Thai food on the way home. It was a new place that wasn't very good, so that sort of worked out because I ordered some steamed vegetable dumplings, and then when we bit into them, we found out they were pork dumplings, so I didn't eat those. That saved me a lot of calories there. Then I got some summer rolls, which are like fresh rolls, like spring rolls that aren't fried, sort of thing. And those came with peanut sauce, and the peanut sauce wasn't very good. And so on their own, they have like no calories without the peanut sauce. So that was saved me some calories too. Then we got a yellow curry. So the yellow curry we got just so that we could each taste it because when we find a new restaurant, we like to really try it out. But it wasn't anyone's dish. It was just to taste. And it was way too spicy, so I didn't eat any of that. And my dish was a pad see ew, which is like these wide noodles with vegetables. And it was so salty that I also couldn't eat it. So overall, I ended up eating a few hundred calories from like each, all of the things combined, and it worked out pretty well because that could have been disastrous if it was delicious and I ate all of it. Um, so I'm actually pleased with that. You know, I do tend to eat out, or have like plans with people at work or with friends at least once or twice a week. So, you know, I shouldn't say I can't. I don't want to make a plan where I have to eliminate that entirely. I don't think that's very nice to my friends who I already have plans with. Um, so yeah, I'm happy with the decisions I made, with the food that I ordered, and very happy with the food that I ate all week on my meal plan. So trying to think if I learned anything from week one that I want to carry into week two. Um, week two, I started to make the same mistake and that I only had enough food to prep for 4 days, and then I sort of made the decision like, we'll just prep for 4 days because it worked out well last time, and I have plenty of food otherwise in the house that is um, healthy enough that I can just make it. I love having all the food prepped. I love going to work and just like opening my little lunchbox and my breakfast is already made in there. Um, and then lunch, you know, I come home and let the dogs out and like boom, my little lunch thing is already ready in the fridge. I can just pop it in the microwave and it's ready to go. Um, yeah, I really like having prepped food. It does make everything so much easier. Um, Sorry for this thing just won't stay on me. So yeah, so week two, you're about to see all of my food prep for week two. I unfortunately filmed it all on my cell phone this time, so I hope it looks okay. And I'm gonna have to do it all in voiceover, um, because so Joel doesn't really know that I make any videos at all. It's a little bit embarrassing. And so, you know, he was just in the next room while I was cooking all of my food, and I felt like a doofus, narrating my food into my phone. So, yeah, so I just filmed it silently like a creep, and now I'm going to do a little voiceover, and so I hope it works out okay. There it is. So 5 pounds, awesome, feeling good going into week two. Today was my first day of week two, and the food is delicious, and everything came out so good. Um, so I am looking forward to the rest of the week, and I already wrote out my meal plan for week three. So of course I'll share that with you next time. So enjoy. Okay, so here is my meal plan for the week. Here you can see everything that I needed to buy and need to prep and need to eat. Okay, first up is the corn chowder. So this is an Instant Pot recipe from a recipe book from High Carb Hannah here on YouTube. Basically, you just throw all the ingredients into this Instant Pot, which is essentially like a crock pot, but it is pressurized. So it cooks in less than half the time. Honestly, I made this corn chowder in less than 30 minutes. Okay, here's the finished product. I added cayenne to it and took out the red pepper. So mine came out pretty spicy, but I love it. It came out so good and really filling. Okay, next up we're going to put the rice in to cook. I know it seems stupid to have another appliance just to cook rice when rice is so easy to cook, but believe me, this rice cooker is my favorite thing. You don't have to really do anything. Just put in the rice, put in the water, put it in, hit a button, come back, and you have the best, most perfectly cooked rice. And it makes really cute sounds when it starts and when it finishes. Listen to this. So while everything else is cooking away, I am just sauteing some spinach. I just squeeze a little water in there, and then I just attempt to place the lid good enough, and I let it do its thing. Now we're going to prep our scrambled eggs. So this is called the vegan egg. Comes as a powder. You mix with cold water in a bowl with a whisk, and then you just cook it exactly as you would scrambled eggs. So super easy, and I honestly love this stuff. After I've put the cold water in, I just mix it and mix it and mix it until it's sort of like a batter consistency, you know, sort of like eggs would be right before you cook them. This is the biggest batch I have ever made, so they took quite a while to cook in the pan, but normally when I cook these, they cook up pretty fast. Not quite as fast as, you know, actual eggs, but they have literally half the calories and almost no cholesterol, I believe, and definitely healthier for you than real eggs. Okay, this is what they look like while they're cooking. That liquid you see there is actually the leftover water from the spinach. I cook the spinach in the same pan. And when you cook these vegan eggs, you do actually need to use a little bit of oil. And so I just used the spinach water instead to keep it from sticking. It worked really well, and I was eating the eggs with spinach anyway. So all the same to me. Here they are while cooking. You can see how much they look like eggs now. They get that great sort of bouncy texture. Here's the easiest prepping I had to do. Basically just taking 2 slices each of this Ezekiel bread and putting them into their own little baggies so that I can have toast with my breakfast. And here is breakfast all portioned out. That is the eggs, the spinach, and there's blueberries and strawberries, and then the bread for toast. Nice big breakfast. Okay, now I can show you my whole day of eating. Here is the breakfast with the 2 pieces of bread toasted and a little black pepper on my eggs. It was so good. And next up is lunch. This is the corn chowder with 3 clementines on the side. Again, super filling, really satisfying lunch. And then for dinner, I made this yellow curry, Thai yellow curry with vegetables and then roasted root vegetables and on top of rice. And then on the side is some romaine lettuce that I just ate as is. I wanted some more greens. And there you have it. That was all my food for prepped for week 2. And I hope that you guys are also doing well. And I hope to see you again next week with just as good news as I had this week. So, thanks, guys. Bye.